Hi everybody on Moey's YouTube channel. We are here today and Moey's gonna interview me.
Okay, I want to ask Mr. Tucker. He's my coach for the robotics. And the first question is, what is robotics?
Robotics is we're part of a FIRST robotics organization. It's a high school level robotics competition where each January high schools from across the nation, the United States, as well as other countries are given a game that they have to create a robot, and they're given 6 weeks to program, design, build, fabricate, construct, test, and compete with. So it's the bulk of it is building a robot, but there's also so much more as far as like fundraising and marketing, sponsorship, learning the tools, learning how to create things, creativity, teamwork. It's a lot.
So that means in 6 weeks we have to do everything as it have to be done?
6 weeks you have to design and build a robot. We practiced some things, if you remember, in the off season from like October, November, December. We were actually working on a t-shirt cannon robot that you guys had some fantastic ideas. Unfortunately, we weren't able to complete that project before the actual season started. But yes, the 6 weeks that's the time frame that we have to actually build the robot. But we can practice and work on things outside of those 6 weeks.
Yeah, and how do you deal with that? Like do you remember every Saturday you have to be at school like 6 hours or something?
Oh, even more than that. Yeah, so we from January 6th, I think that was kickoff. January 6th, that was a Saturday. We got the team up at like, 5 a.m. something. It was super early, really early morning. It might not have been 5 a.m., but we went to Michigan State, and then that's when our season started. And we worked every day after school from 3 o'clock to 5, 6, 7 o'clock. So about 3 or 4 hours every day after school, Monday through Friday. Saturdays we came in at 9. And we worked from 9 to 4 o'clock. And then even on Sundays we came in and worked sometimes from like 2 to 6. And then we were able to get some snow days. It was very, very cold. There were lots of snow. And we actually did not have to come to school. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It was so cold we didn't have to come to school, but I requested that the team show up and we worked on the robot even during the snow days.
Yeah, we still have to go to school.
Yes, you thought you were going to get the day off, but not with robotics. With robotics, you have to come and keep working. Otherwise, we would not be able to get that robot completed.
Yeah, And I remember that it's so hard to go here because my house is just behind the school.
Yes.
And the snow is too high and it's so cold and I still have to go here.
Listen, you live so close to the school. I'm surprised you just didn't have somebody drag you on a sled to school. I mean, you had the best of both worlds. You were close and you could have had somebody drag you to school, but you decided to walk, which I appreciate. You gave so much during this robotics season. It really was a pleasure having you and everybody else on the team. We had a great time.
Yeah, and it's so hard for me.
Yeah.
Okay, and next question is, do you talk about everything like to do during the season, right? Is that everything?
That is, yeah. So we of course built the robot. We had to seek sponsorship, and we did a fantastic job raising a lot of funds. Our community really supported us. We raised over $25,000 in that season,
awesome.
Which is amazing. That's a lot of money. We raised all that money. And then we went to competitions. That was a big thing that we had to do. And we went on Thursday through Saturday to a place called Battle Creek, Lakeview, which was about an hour away.
Yeah.
We stayed in a hotel on that one. Yes, we stayed in a hotel on that one. And then we competed all day Friday, all day Saturday. And then we also went to Jackson. And we did not stay the night in Jackson. We had to drive back and forth. But again, that was competition all day Thursday, or all day Friday, all day Saturday.
So that means we have to pay for everything, for the hotel and for the competition too.
Yes.
So we have to find like a fundraiser by ourselves.
That's right. Yeah, the competition itself, we had to pay $5,000 registration fee. And then we had to cover our hotel expenses, which is about another $2,000 every time we had a hotel. And then tell your viewers what happened at our second competition. What did we find out?
What? Which one?
After Jackson.
Why?
What was the third? We were able to qualify for what?
For?
Not yet. Before that.
State.
The state championship. This was the first time in the Heroes history that we were able to qualify for the state championship. So then we had to raise another $4,000 to go to that, and we had hotel costs there of another $2,000. And what happened there, Moey?
We got for the qualify for the world.
Yes, we went to the world championship, which meant we had to raise another $5,000 and more hotel costs. But it was so worth it. I think it was worth it.
Because at first we didn't have enough money, right?
Right, we did not. We didn't have enough money in order to pay for the world championship. So we went on the radio. We talked to our superintendent. We talked to the community. We put things out on Facebook, and that's when we raised $20,000.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That was. I mean, it was amazing. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, we have like to thank you them to give money for us.
Oh yes, well, we thank all of our sponsors. We had over 25 businesses give to our school, our robotics team. We had over 40 individuals give money to our team. I mean, it was the outpouring of support was fantastic. So if you're watching this and you contributed to our robotics team, the heroes, we thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, me too. And so how do you feel about this season?
This season was absolutely amazing. We first started the season, so we started in 2015. That was our first year, 2015. And every year we got better and better, meaning that we qualified higher in our matches. We earned more points, but we had never made it to the state championship. And when we started this year, we were saying to each other, we have to make it to states this year. And then some of us we threw out, we're not only going to make it to states, we're going to go to worlds. And we were kind of joking about that. Even though, we truly wanted it, we were just kind of like, well, maybe let's just set our goals for states this year.
Yeah.
And you guys not only made it to the state championship, but then we made it to worlds. And so this season was fantastic. It was a huge success. And it's because of all the time and effort that you all put into it.
Yeah, exactly. That was so amazing. And for the last thing I want to say is, I am the exchange student now, and I'm gonna leave out next week. And I want to tell like the people who want to join for the robotics or who gonna be the exchange student in America. I want to like advise them or advise you to like it's so much fun and sometimes kind of get boring but it's just a little bit it's more fun
it can be and sometimes what people find is that there's times where you have to stop and think and that can't always be really fun so it's not always like we're always building something we have to take the time to step back and really think about what we're creating and sometimes that can be a little boring I'll agree with you on that but it's necessary you have to take that time to try things and just stop and maybe we spend like 2 or 3 days just thinking with each other and it's like okay are we going to start building something and only when we're ready so that's accurate I mean sometimes it's not all just fun and games but you guys persevered and that perseverance paid off
and I mean like it not all of that is boring but sometimes but all of that
well I certainly hope you wouldn't think that all of that is boring to me I mean it's just a small portion like maybe 5% I mean the other 95% it's amazing
I mean it's so much fun and you will learn a lot of things and you will have like a new experience in here and like this is my first time to join robotics because I think in Thailand we don't have something like this or if we do I don't know about that
I think that Mui she could start a robotics team so when you're going back to your school you most certainly have the initiative and you have the skills that you could start a team and if you're watching and you want to be a part of Mui's team just contact her put a message down in the comments at the bottom of this and let's encourage Mui to do that
because now I know how to use the tools to like to build the robot because
and she has an amazing mind and very creative and very smart
thanks okay so all of this is if you have any question or something you can ask me under my video or if you want to advise or anything you can ask me every time okay so thank you
thanks Mui
yes we make it
you guys have a fantastic day
bye
และนี่ก็คือพินที่เก็บได้ทั้งหมดนั่นเองเยอะมากคือแต่ละบูธเนี่ยมันก็จะมีแค่พินเดียวใช่ไหมแล้วคิดดูถุงขนาดเนี้ยต้องมีทั้งหมดกี่บูธแล้วเนี่ยก็ไล่เก็บมาใช่ไหมก็ได้เยอะแบบเนี้ยที่เราก็จะตามเก็บไปเรื่อยๆแต่ละบูธก็จะเป็นพิมพ์ของตัวเองแต่พิมพ์ก็จะทำพิมพ์ของตัวเองอะไรแบบเนี้ยก็จะตามเก็บสะสมกันเหมือนแบบอารมณ์เหมือนเป็นของที่ระลึกบางคนก็แบบเอาไปติดเสื้อติดหมวกอะไรอย่างเงี้ยมันก็เท่ไปอีกแบบนี้แบบเยอะมากถ้าดูนะครับโอ้โหสุดยอด